Yo, I am so excited and stoked to finally be bringing you this review. This is number 19, the Clone Wars subline Savage Opress, and this is a brand new Black Series here out of 2025. This has been highly wanted in my Clone Wars wish list, along with so many others. Honestly, just a general top 10 wish list in general, just for figures to have in the line. I'm a huge fan of the Zabrak species. Darth Maul is one of my favorite characters, probably in my top 5 for sure. And having Savage here, his brother, is just so badass. The arcs that he was a part of in the Clone Wars, along with Maul, and the Ventress arcs coming back to Dathomir, just really badass. I'm gonna give this box a quick spin real quick. It's got a beautiful looking box here, and I've said this before on the channel. I love this yellow color that they have for the Clone Wars subline, and you can see this just absolutely badass mural we have of Savage here. So menacing, dude. So just as you can tell, we've got a couple leaks from this going into the later part of last year. Some people even got some test shots of this figure. If you don't know what a test shot is, it's basically just like a rough factory unpainted version of the figure. And there's a couple of test shots that were listed up on eBay. Nate from Out of the Basement actually got one, and we got just getting it in hand. We could tell that the figure was going to be bigger, and honestly, from the rumor pics, we could tell that this figure was going to be of bigger stature. Savage is an absolutely imposing, menacing character when Mother Talzin uses the dark magic to just basically enhance his size and his strength. Really badass arc in the Clone Wars, that's for sure. But I'm yapping on too long about this figure already. I know y'all want to see this out of the box, but it's just so cool to see this character in the Black Series, man. And it's cool to see the Clone Wars and the prequels really starting to receive some love. But like I said, this figure was rumored middle of last year, maybe even a little bit longer than that. Highly anticipated character and figure. So without further ado, I present to you Savage Opress. Something else I wanted to mention, I actually picked this guy up at GameStop for less than 17 bucks, dude. I used my $5 off a month, and then I also had some points saved up, so got him for $16.41. So that is a freaking steal, man. So stoked to be. He was the only one at GameStop too. So I was just messing around with Savage just now, and man, this is gonna be a fun review, dude. I'm so excited to have this figure. So starting off as always, like with the accessories, we have Savage's saber here, and it's pretty accurate to my mind's memory of what it looked like in Clone Wars. We have a pretty nice red color here. Would have liked to have seen it a little bit darker. It's a little too transparent for my taste, but that's just me nitpicking. Other than that, it looks really nice. And getting on here to something that we were all speculating and wondering if we were going to get. And this is Savage's axe right here. It's got a pretty nice paint on it. It's got some nice, get a little bit focused in here. It's got some nice deviations and gradients in here. Almost looks like it looks like an actual blade, like actual metal, like it was actually forged. It's also got a very nice like metallic silver to it. It's a little hard to pick up on camera. And then the handle's like this nice dark gray. So that contrast with the dark gray going to that like really like shiny glossy silver really looks nice. So that is pretty cool, man. And getting on to Savage, man. Oh my goodness. Look at this behemoth. He looks absolutely phenomenal, dude. So let's just go over the sculpting real quick. You can see here we have a soft goods skirt with the hard goods sitting on front, kind of similar to Asajj Ventress. Painted nails here on the hands. Really nice touch. I love that so much, man. It's little details like that can really bring a figure together. There's also this like really nice patina all over the entire figure, all over the front of the shoulder blades here, his gauntlets and his chest armor. Really sweet, dude. And just look at that face, dude. That is so badass. I always thought it would be cool if, like, when humans got into conflict or we felt threatened, like, what if we grew horns on our head like that? I thought that would always be cool. Zabraks are just badass, man. Really beautiful sculpt in here. Just so badass and menacing looking, dude. This figure is going to have a lot of shelf presence. We have lightsaber storage right here. You can look at the boots right here. I love this purple color. Purple is one of my favorite colors. That's so sick, dude. There's even a little bit of, there's some weathering here on the back of the gauntlets here as well, as you can see. Man, this is such a badass looking figure. Just let's get a close up in here of this freaking awesome, dude. This is sick. Dude, that is awesome, man. Absolutely badass. I can't get over how cool that is. That is just bad freaking ass. God, this is a stellar figure, dude. Let's go on ahead and let's run on into articulation. So here's Savage here. Get this focused in real quick. All right. There's a lot to take in with this figure, man. It looks awesome. Wow. So we got some nice side to side head tilt here. Get a little bit of expression out of Savage. It does seem to be on a double ball neck peg, so there's that ball joint at that ball socket at the base of the skull and the base of the neck. I'm sorry. So you get a lot of really nice head articulation here. Let's see how these shoulders go up. Shoulder pads do not inhibit at all. You get a full T position, no problem out of Savage. Really nice deep cut elbows, so you can get right at 90, maybe slightly below 90 here, not too bad. And there is ball joints at the wrist on both the right and the left hand, so that's pretty cool. There's also butterfly joints in here you can see under there. See that moving in there? Pretty nice range, not too bad. These seem okay. Yep, nice O-ring shoulder system. Big fan of that. Looks really, really good. I think these shoulder pads could be a little further up, like on his traps. I think, but that's just me nitpicking. So yeah, this looks really, really good, man. Really, really good. So yeah, sorry, I'm getting a little distracted with just how badass this looks. We also have gauntlet swivel here, which is really, really cool. I want to make sure, okay, yeah, no bicep swivel. Get a full split with these soft goods, no problem. That's pretty badass. You can kick out in front of him straight. He's also got a pretty far range kick back as well. Single joint hinge knee gets right to 90 degrees. Very nice. Feet go down very far all the way, and they come up a tad bit as well. And there's also rockers or a forward facing hinge, whatever you'd like to call it. And I almost looked over, excuse me. There's also diaphragm, or well, I should say diaphragm twist here and a little bit of ab crunch. Get some a lot further back than farther forward, but it's definitely there. Ball joint here at the waist and at the abdomen, so that's pretty nice. You can get that nice side crunch too, and swivel, so that's pretty nice. Going to be nice for lunging poses and really dynamic feeling figure, man. It just feels good. Like it's got a nice weight to it. And we do not have any thigh swivel on this figure, unfortunately. I wish there was. But there is a dumbbell joint that gives you some slight range of motion in the hips. Not a lot, but a little bit. And I also always overlook this. There's also swivel at the knee and swivel at the elbow as well. Here's Savage with his axe, looking absolutely badass, dude. I am loving this figure. Another absolutely sick pose out of Savage here. Dude, I think, I know it's only April, but I think it's safe to say, or willing to bet, this is definitely a top 5 figure of the year for me. Maybe even figure of the year. This thing is phenomenal, man. It just feels good in the hand. The paint on this looks good. The articulation, just the engineering behind it, and how it moves. I'm just extremely impressed, man. That they're giving us these bigger characters with such well articulated limbs and get really dynamic poses, and it's just really, really cool, man, how far action figures have come in the past 10, 20 years. And you know I needed to pose Savage up with his lightsaber, dude. I'm going to give this just a quick spin so you can really get the full effect of this figure, man. This is going to demand shelf presence just like Darth Malgus, dude. This is such a badass, menacing looking figure, dude. I'm just I'm just so giddy, man. I've been really looking forward to this for quite some time now. Starting off with the side-by-side comparisons, here on the right is General Obi-Wan Kenobi, and on the left is General Anakin Skywalker. Here on the right is Grandmaster Yoda, and on the left is Ki-Adi-Mundi. Now standing on the left is Asajj Ventress, and on the right is Count Dooku. Next up here on the right, we have the Phase 2 2023 Clone Trooper, and on the left is the Death Watch Mando. And next up, the side-by-side comparison you and I have both been waiting for. We have Savage Opress next to the Clone Wars Darth Maul, the Brothers of Destruction, as me and my brother used to call ourselves, or the Tag Team Champions, Kane and Undertaker, for those of you that know. But man, this is really cool to finally see fulfilled on the shelf. To finally have the Brother Zabraks on, we're starting to really get into some of the arguably niche, more background characters. I mean, Savage Opress, obviously he was in quite a few episodes of the Clone Wars, but it was only like those 2 or 3 seasons before he was killed off by Palpatine, by Sidious, you know? So like the fact that we're getting cool, heavy hitting characters like this, I just feel like it's a really good sign for the line and just the health overall. After hearing nothing but rumor and seeing all the pics, all the leaked pics of this figure before it was got out to us like months and months ago, even like back in the midway of 2024, the anticipation for this figure was killing many of us. This is a strike off of not only my top 10 Black Series wish list in general, but Clone Wars wish list, but so many other collectors and Star Wars fans as well, man. Like I said earlier, the fact that they're getting to these bulkier figures to move like they do, and just the sculpting on this is so badass. The armor and the patina that they have on it, there's a really decent. There he goes. Luckily, I was just noticing this. It actually looks like a different peg. It doesn't have that. Here, let me get this in focus. This is kind of cool, actually. It doesn't have that similar little notch on the end that they usually do. It's actually just a straight peg. And it also feels like a firmer plastic. I kind of got freaked out. I was like, there's no way it just broke and I just got this fucking figure today. But it did not break. It came right out clean. So I kind of like this design a lot. That's really nice. And the saber itself is a little bit thicker than they usually do as well. Anyways, where were we? Oh yeah, talking about how badass this figure is. But yeah, anyways, just the sculpting on this is just absolutely badass. The super menacing looking character. Again, I've already said this 2 or 3 times in the review. I'm a huge fan of the Zabrak species. Darth Maul is one of my favorite characters ever. And having his brother Savage is just a really nice cherry on top, I gotta admit. This is just, man, it's just so cool to see him in front of me and like having him in my hands. He poses so well. He actually has a really nice premium feel. Like, to me, in my opinion, this is the deluxe figure. Like, not only when I look at it, but when I'm like handling it and posing it and feeling it in hand, the quality of the plastic feels nice in hand. Like, I don't know, man. I don't mean to be a Hasbro shill. I just really enjoy what the Black Series has been offering lately. I know there's things that we all nitpick and even I complain about, but for the most part, man, I would say I'm 75 to 80% really satisfied with this line, and just I'm really enamored and impressed with not only the sculpting that we get, but the paint and articulation as well. The engineering of action figures is just continuing to improve at such a rapid rate. It's insane. And the fact that they're getting these kind of likenesses on a figure that's a 1/12 scale is just, it's bewildering to me, man. It's so cool. And I love this figure so much, man. Highly recommend picking this up, even for a deluxe price, $33.99. With these tariffs coming, we don't know how toy collecting is going to get in the next couple years or year or so. So we gotta enjoy it while we can, while we got this sweet time. I do want to mention to y'all my channel memberships. If you're in a position to support, I'd greatly appreciate it. But if not, just watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing is plenty enough. But if you are in a position, please feel free to head on over to my main YouTube channel. You can check out my different tiers that I offer for my channel membership. I have a 99-cent tier, a $2.99, and a $4.99. So whatever you're willing to throw in and funnel to my channel, the fact that I even have as many members as I do to help fuel my passion for action figures and Star Wars in general, I'm just super humbled by it and thankful for all of my Clan Stone members. Each one of you, it means very much to me that y'all are willing to support me in this way with monetarily, you know. So it's still just it still gets to me when I think about it, man. The fact that this is like, I have so many people's support and this channel has grown like it has. Obviously, I don't have any like 5,000 or 10,000 yet, but y'all have really helped my channel grow a whole lot in just the little bit over a year of time that I've been doing it, and I just really applaud and appreciate each one of you very much. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this figure review. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe if you're not already. I hope you're having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. May the force be with you.